meaningful do you think the Bahamas trip was? I know you said you've got a lot of returning guys, but also a lot of new guys. What were you able to learn by kind of kickstarting the season early with that?
Guys just got in their heads how Coach Cal works and how he operates, and gives you a chance to see how the season's going to go, and gives you like a different mindset going into the season, because you've already been through, and that takes away 3 weeks of your regular, like when the regular season starts.
So it's like already December, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Willie, maybe you already answered it, but the 3 guys that are leaving, play along, they're a huge part of the team. Just what do you feel about those guys, last time at Rep tomorrow?
It's gonna be crazy, kind of surreal, because I came in a year after them, so I've been with them through the works of it. They won a championship and then lost in the first round of NIT and then went back to a championship, and then now on this team, so they've been through a lot. Been on a roller coaster, so it's going to be big for them.
For some of you guys that might be going to the NBA down the road, or whoever that is, might there be a little emotional inside saying, hey, this might be my last game at Rep also?
Could
be. You really don't want to think about that, do you?
Well, you said a couple weeks back, maybe 3 weeks ago, that this team had decided we want to be something special, sort of leave a mark. At what point did you guys recognize that it was beyond, trying to be a good team, but that you had a chance to be maybe a historic team?
We knew that in the Bahamas early, just because of how much talent's coming, and then after the first couple of practices, you can tell where everybody's mindset was. And once we got everybody back, me and Trey coming back, and then we was all together hooping and stuff, and you can tell that the mindset and everything was just different.
Were you doing that math down there in your head? I mean, you and Trey are sitting on the bench, and still that team is rolling over international pros, grown men. Were you sort of saying, add the 2 of us into the mix? And
yeah, I mean, Coach was saying that we'd have team meetings, and he'd just be like, this is crazy. Like, we don't even have our whole team here, and we still look really good, and how excited he was for everybody to be back in the season to get going.
What did you all learn from this comeback the other night? I mean, how different was that from some of the other escapes, if you will? What did you all kind of learn from that about yourselves?
Just, nobody panicked. Everybody just stayed doing what they do, and you got to come up and make plays when it's like that, and that's the NCAA tournament right there. So I mean, that's was a great test for us, and we just ended up on the good side of it.
Did your personal alarm clock sort of go off late in that game? I mean, Cal said you weren't there until the last 4 minutes, but when they needed you, you came in and made a couple big plays. Could you tell it's about time to get to work?
Sometimes you gotta have games like that where nothing's going right for you. You're not making shots. The other teams figured out how to do something on the offensive side that you don't know how to stop yet. So it's going to take you like the last 4 minutes of the game before you can figure out something on how to, stop, the other team or come up with plays. And I just stayed doing what I had to do and came on top of it.
What about Florida,
There's
Willie?
like a real sense of, like when you guys were playing poorly down in the second half, they're worried, they're nervous about the undefeated thing. Does that stuff cross your minds at all?
No, not in the moment. Afterwards, you can say that. A lot of the times, honestly, you don't even think that you're gonna lose, and that's a great feeling to have. That game was the first time all year that I thought that we had a chance to lose, just because we've never been down that far, and they was in positions to really win with their free throws and us making mistakes. So that was the first time all year that I was like, dang, we could actually lose. But normally, I honestly, if we go down in the game, I'll just be like, all right, let's just make a couple plays and we'll be right back in it. I mean, honestly, that was the first game I really thought we was going to lose.